Yeah, really looking forward to our second meet. We had a really good start last week, and this is a little different meet. We've only got 9 teams coming, a much smaller group, but some really good teams. We've got Virginia Tech, and we've got USC, and we've got, of course, ourselves. And then we've also got Oklahoma and K-State as far as Power Fives. We have Sam Houston and Abilene Christian and North Texas, kind of mid-majors, and then we have the Lubbock Christian and WT in Division II. So much smaller meet. We've got a huge high school meet starting Friday night and all day Saturday. So we're going to finish about 4:30 and then open it up and start the high school. So, but just really looking for some more great competition. We're going to get it from all those schools, and can't wait to see how our kids are going to perform.
Not LSU. You got snowed out yet?
Well, I was going to say that. They are snowed in, iced in, all flights canceled. And so evidently it's awful in Baton Rouge and New Orleans. They're shutting down the airports. I guess all the snow they got is melting, and it's going to be all ice in the morning.
So they were entered.
Oh yeah, they can't go anywhere. Their flights are canceled to Southwest, so bad weather. And you know, our women, I think, are trying to get out of town before it ices in Houston tonight, if my understanding right. So yeah, but that would have really been great to have them here. But USC and Virginia Tech and man, Oklahoma's got some really good field event people, and so well, I think we got all we need. So that'll be good.
Coach, what were your thoughts on the transfers last week, facing against a pretty tough field?
Yeah, I think a lot of our transfers came from, in a sense, mid-majors too, and I don't think they had seen any kind of meet maybe that big, except like maybe the national meet. And I think that was really good for them to get in the battle of that and to be a part of that many really good schools and having to run fast each round to make the next round. And so I was really pleased with how we performed, and we need to get used to that every week. And I think that's what's great about having this facility is we're having good teams come in every week. And then you running 2 days in a row is different than running just one day. And so we're really kind of giving them a lot of experience in doing both.
And how impressed were you with the women's side? They had multiple top 5 finishes last week.
Yeah, our women's team, I've got such great hopes for it this year. So just real pleased. I think we got several, NCAA qualifiers. We definitely got some real Big 12 marks that are going to seed us well. And, I'm just hoping every week we didn't compete. Some of our, Ruta, our national champion, she didn't compete last week and will this week. So we still haven't showed all of our bullets yet on the women's side or the men's side. So every week that we're adding people to the puzzle is going to be fun.
Shelby contributing like she did right off the bat.
Yeah.
Just how hopeful are you for her to see what you can do right away?
Yeah, she just brings something, that we haven't had in a while, and especially, she's really good in the weight throw. She's really good in the discus outdoors and the hammer outdoors. People may know that or may not, but she's just a great athlete, but wants to be here. Just to see her, how much fun she's having being at Texas Tech and wanting to be a part of a good team, and she's just such a great person. So really proud of her. She is so nervous. I felt bad for her. I think she wanted to really do well for us, and was a little bit too nervous. So I'm hoping she settles down, and I think she'll have a big throw this week.
Some of your guys who do more than one event, what are kind of the plans for some of them this weekend?
Yeah, we're not going to run Malachi at all. We kind of worked him really hard. He ran, hurdles 3 rounds, and then he ran 1 round of the 60, and that definitely, I think, got him to nationals. So we want to be very careful with him. We'll rest him this week. Sean Brown will run the 60 or maybe the 200 this week. We're going to play that by ear. Not run him too much either. Those that we doubled, we're not going to double this week. But like Du Bois, he's going to run the 400, and he didn't run but just the 4x4. And real excited to see him run a 400 on the men's side. And then we're going to be adding some pieces, like I stated. Ruta's going to open up, and then we're going to have Claire Lowry in the high jump's going to open up. Those are people that I think are definitely possible national people, and so every week we're just kind of getting people that are in shape or that were maybe tiny bit nicked up over something that we didn't compete last week. They'll eventually get in the mix.
What about Antoine?
Antoine, he probably will run only the 60. I think we'll run him in one race. Yep.
What about Ernest?
Ernest, all the distance guys went home for Christmas in Kenya, so we're bringing them back slow. He will not run this weekend, but he will run next weekend. Most of those guys will. Nathan's going to run the mile. We are going to have several people that open up in the distance running, but probably Solomon and probably Ernest will just open up next week.
I can't remember what I was going to ask.
Oh, good.
You good?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come back to you later.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm that way every day, Don.
I saw somebody on the screen was going to ask you about, and I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, we're pretty healthy. We came out of that meet, I think, real healthy, and so I'm excited about that, and we're going to be real mindful of that. This is a real fast meet. I told the team in the meeting, and so starts around 11 and it's going to be over by about 4. So doubling is really hard to do. We will try to put together a 4x4 again with different kids on the men and the women's side. So that's something that I think will improve this week, and so I'm excited just to see different people running. We have so much depth on the men's side on the 400 that we're trying to figure out who's our 4th and 5th guy, and a little bit of the same way on the women's side. So we're gonna see how that goes.
I can't remember what you said on Ruda. Did she get an extra year, or was this her normal?
This is her normal. She's just there was one year that she was injured and we did not get to compete indoors, and so we brought her back just for that reason. And so is Success. She was at South Plains and the COVID caught her on one and didn't on the other, so she just has an indoor. And then Serena Clark was at Clemson, and the same thing during COVID happened to her. So those 3 young ladies have just an indoor, and so this is a big deal for them to kind of be their hoorah for the year, get through the indoors.
I forgot, did Serena run last week?
She did not, and she's going to run this week.